my god, please let this actually work this time. This is the 4th or 5th fucking take I've had to do because I had nasty latency crackles and it was obnoxious. So anyways, let's just jump right into one of my least favorite fucking bosses in this game. Hi, I am Hermes is dead. Fuck off. This is the boss I would spend a majority of my time on. Why? I don't know, because it's insanely difficult. But watch, because I'm saying that now, it's going to be really easy, and I'm going to be like, huh, I remember this being much harder when I was a kid. This part's what was difficult. Having to avoid the fucking eggs. Stop throwing your eggs around. It's a waste. It's kind of morbid, too. I mean, you're... which direction? Oh, yeah, right there. But yeah, you're throwing your eggs around. That's... Where the fuck are they at? Oh. That's morbid as shit. I guess I should... Oh, yeah. Yep. We're off to a great start. Please, can I have my monkey back? Nope, I don't get Diddy back. This is a load of baloney. Okay. Fuck you. Wow, that was easier. Just that one part sucked. Oh yeah, you play that. Gibson guitar, probably. I bet you that's what that is. So, I'm upset because I drank all my coffee. I have no more coffee left. I have nothing to live for. Just kidding, but I really miss my coffee. Ooh, I like the music from this level. I'm pretty sure she doesn't do the run jump thing very well. Yeah, I would probably have to have Diddy. Nope. Come on, one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. I know that this game... Okay, literally one more time. Whatever. This game series was infamous for the run jump. I don't think any other game had that. And then... Country 3... Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Country 3 utilized the water skip thing. You know what I'm talking about. You could, you know, roll and skip on the water. I imagine that's probably for a bonus. Alright, on guard. No, 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 no. I wanted the bananas. I wanted the bananas. You know, fuck you, Chomper. Or whatever the fuck your name is, I don't remember. There goes Mrs. Puff. So, that game series, the music series I was talking about doing, I'll be doing that soon. Just working out some, I guess you could say, kinks. Getting some things done that need to be done for it. My wonderful partner, you little fuckwad. My wonderful partner is going to be doing some, well, artwork for it, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else other than that. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to give me a lot more to do, you know, during these rough times. Not that I'm going to sit here and dump all of my issues upon you guys. It's just, times are hard, so you need to occupy yourself. That's my advice for people who are struggling with, struggling through, like, college or something. Just know that, fuck. You're not alone in how you feel when you're in college and you're in that point where you're like, should I even be here? I'm not gonna sit here and advocate, you know, that you don't need it, because maybe you do. I don't know. I'm 22 years old. I don't have all the answers either. I can't tell you that you can and can't do it and that you should and shouldn't do it, but what I will say is don't just go to college straight away. Maybe think about it. Take maybe a half a semester to think about it, or not a half a semester, just one semester to think about it, so that you have time to know what you're going for. And fuck, no, I wanted to get that, but whatever. But so you have time to really figure out who you are, what you want to do, and maybe you already know. But this strange game that we call life, there's really no right answers or wrong answers. I can't tell you, obviously, what is the right answer. Yes, I got that fucking extra life. I needed that shit. Yeah! But that's a touchy subject, and everything is subjective, and if anybody has any differing opinions, please just let it be known that this is a touchy subject. You can't say that your answer is better than mine, because there's no possible way. With the way that times change, nobody knows. And that's it. That's the thing. Nobody knows what the right answer is. It's that simple. But let's move on. I don't want to bore you guys with this. I really love the colors in this level. I don't know why. I think it's because it's playing on my love for fall, and then it's got like the purple in the background and stuff. This level is ass, though. I remember this level being insanely difficult, but I also remember there being a bonus level that pretty much takes you to the end. I just don't know where it's at. What if I do this? Oh, it won't let me fall. Yeah, see ya! Also, this is one of my favorite songs, aside from, was it Bayou Boogie? You little fuckwad. The swamp levels. So the swamp level is my absolute favorite. I love the Bramble song. And then this song, as well as the forest one with, the forest. Shit. Gloomy Gulch or whatever the hell they're called. Great soundtracks. Great music. Perfectly fitted, I think. You know what I loved about the music here? It's, there was no set genre. I mean, think about it. In music today, you do have some set genres in like video game soundtracks today, like orchestral or heavy metal or rock, or some kind of like alternative progressive rock kind of a deal. And that's totally fine, but they didn't have anything to go off of. Let me give you guys a little bit of a fun fact that I learned through my own, production. Shit. Hold on, let me get... That part's really hard. So the Super Nintendo had 8 channels. 8 sound channels, which basically means 8 tracks of instruments at a time. And of those 8 tracks, there's sound effects. That takes up 1 channel, I believe. Maybe sometimes 2, but I'm pretty sure it's just, 1. That's why sometimes when you play certain Super Nintendo games where there might be really good music or really shit music, I guess, depending on how you feel. That's why sometimes if there's like a jump sound effect or like a holy shit or some kind of like explosion, it would mute one of the instruments or 2 sets of the instruments, and you'd be like, I wonder why that is. That's why. It didn't have enough power to handle more than 8 channels. Otherwise, it would have took up too much memory. So there's a fun fact for you. I think David Wise really knew how to play with those 8 channels. And what I love about video game music, like from the chip days, which when I say chip, I should iterate that I mean Super Nintendo or regular Nintendo or Sega Genesis even, and all the retro consoles that they had these limitations, and no matter what your level of skill was, if you knew a lot of music theory or maybe you didn't, maybe you were like grandmaster musician, you could play every instrument under the sun, but when it came to making this kind of music, you had to learn how to make music again in a different way. There are so many things that you have to learn to make music for this kind of game. It's insane. It really is. You have to have a different mindset. to really figure it all out. I could have went in there, but I needed a Diddy Kong for that shit. But just think about it. They had so many limitations, and they just made the best music of my childhood. Not even just of my childhood, just in general. This is some of the best music I've ever heard. Like, I can't praise David Wise enough, and Eve Fisher, and there's somebody else. I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name. The other one that did music on the Donkey Kong Country series. I can't praise them enough. Just the fact that this music was the music that shotgunned me into music production to begin with. It's just wow. It's mind-blowing. There's a special place in my heart for this game series, and this is why I will play this game all of the time. I'll never not play this game. I'll go like a couple of months not playing this game, and then I'll just pick it back up and just go for it, because this is one of my favorite game series. It's just listen to this song. This is also a really good song. I have like no complaints about the music in any of this game. Like, all of the music in this game is great. Every level is great. There's not a song that I hate. Honestly, I don't hate any song on this particular game soundtrack. Just listen for a sec. Those strings going downward, the plucking sound that we just heard going downward, just that shit that you had to relearn, mess around with, trial and error. I bet it was a lot of trial and error. And even then, wait until I tell you about the recording aspect of it. Some of those sounds, obviously they're recorded, some of them are real instruments and some of them are MIDI. They had to, like, are you shitting me right now? Sorry, I don't mean to like get so into this. I'm so passionate about the music in this game. It's just insane. But they had to, fuck with the sample rate. The sample rate for this was so small, which basically just means it sounded, in a sense, like absolute shit. If you were to record like a kick drum, just a basic kick drum, just one, it would sound like shit because the sample rate and the compression was just absolutely terrible because it's so small. I mean, we're talking about a console that had 128 MB of RAM, I think, maybe 32, I forget, or 16, I forgot. It's just... So basically, I read some articles about it because I wanted to see if I could get into making Super Nintendo style music, which I could quite easily with, FL Studio, but it would still take a lot of work because to loop a sample for Super Nintendo consisted of say you had a saxophone sample, you had to loop like 1/100th of a millisecond and extend that a lot. Like, you'd have to copy and paste it a lot. Like, fuck. Like, oh my god, this level, fuck. But just imagine that in order to loop something, you had to do that, and then you had to add some like tape delay reverb, which would taper off at the end and kind of, help get rid of the click sounds that would happen if you improperly stop a sample due to the phase cancellation or some shit like that. I'm not at all a professional. I just make, music. I just produce music. That's all I do. So I'm not a professional. I'm not at a technical level. And that's fine. You don't have to be at a technical level to do this. I really, really hate that people think that you have to be of a technical mindset, or you have to be some kind of like whiz as far as you have to know every frequency ratio, compression rate, every number. You have to remember everything. No, you don't. Sometimes by ear is the best. I don't care who you are, but that's just how it is. You don't have to be a fucking college graduate. And I recently got into a discussion with somebody about this, and we had a bit of an argument, and just you know, fine, it's your opinion, I guess, and it's your opinion versus mine. I'm not telling you you're wrong, but I just feel personally that that's it. You don't have to be a college graduate. God, this music is like so fitting to this speech right now. I love that the song goes from like evil sounding to this like really upbeat. I don't know, this is just a great song. There's just so much about the Super Nintendo that has such a beautiful charm to it that I think a lot of games nowadays just, you know, don't have. What I kind of wish... So we have a lot of retro games that come out recently that, how do I... But yeah, we have a lot of... Sorry. We have a lot of retro games that... Oh, shit. We got some Super Nintendo lag. But we have a lot of retro games that come out where they make chiptune music from like the NES era with the square synths and whatnot, but I kind of wish somebody would come around and make a game from the Super Nintendo era, like using that kind of music. I would be so like, it would be perfect for me to, you know, try that. Like if a team would ever consider it, you know, hey, I know a thing or two about this kind of music and stuff. I can make it sound pretty good, in my opinion, I guess. But you know, some of the things I read that they did was they had to like EQ and boost the highs a lot, because when you downsample stuff, shit. But when you downsample some of the instruments and stuff, you'd lose the quality, and to bring it back, they would have to like boost the highs and add resonance, and you know, it's just weird tricks that they would have to mess with to get right per sound. And I think that's just ingenious. And I can do all of that. I actually messed with it for a little while. I mean, now I'm just lazy and I use sound fonts, but you know, if it came to that point, I wouldn't use a sound font. I would definitely figure out how to do what I do and then downsample everything to make it work. That would be fun. That might be a project I might do, you know, in the future. It's something to look for me to look into, that is. Wow, we really got off on a bit of a tangent there. This will be the last level, and then I'm gonna call it quits. Just so that this isn't, you know, obnoxiously long. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your favorite, I guess, kind of chip music, if you have any? Do you like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, NES, or do you like all of them? Why? Tell me why. I'll tell you why I like what I like. I love all video game music. I love Sega Genesis for its FM synthesis, which is basically frequency modulation, which is a little bit hard for me to really explain at the moment. But let's just think of it like this. Obviously, it was all very synth-based. There wasn't many samples. There were samples, but not a lot. Fuck that guy. I hate him. Oh, shit. How did he... Okay. Okay, I can't talk because this part's really... Okay, anyways. Very synth-based music, which obviously I like synth-based music. Lots of Michael Jackson sounding funk stuff. FM was perfect for funk. It really was. Super Nintendo music just has this warm, downgraded, like, instrument charm to it. I don't know, I just absolutely loved it. I do love NES music a lot. It just isn't my favorite. It's not my favorite, but I love it a lot. There's some great chiptune I've heard that people have made, and it's like, I don't know. I love it, but I hate it. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis are probably my favorite. I'm gonna go save really quick. and then we're gonna call it quits for this episode. I'm sorry it was probably shorter than usual, but I'm trying to make these not too long. I don't want this to bore you guys. This whole episode was basically just me probably boring the shit out of you guys with music. Hopefully maybe you learned something. At least that's what I hope you get out of this. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, you know, let me know. Talk about it in the comments. Tell me how you feel about video game music, I guess. Just, do you hate it? Do you love it? What's your favorite chip music? Post suggestions. Obviously, you can't post a link that will show like the video inside of it, but you know, just give us some suggestions. I mean, I'm up for anything. I know I've probably missed a lot of video game music growing up because there were a lot of games that I didn't play, just based out of, you know, judging a book by its cover. I just probably was like, that's stupid, it looks like crap, nobody wants to play that. But, you know, there's gems everywhere. Even if you know somebody who makes Super Nintendo style music or Sega Genesis style music, or, you know, a good a good NES chiptune artist, let us know. You know, promote them, tell us about them. Just, you know, show us some chip music. That's what we're gonna do. So I've rambled on enough. This will be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys.